from CycleHunters.com, and today we have a 2020 Harley Davidson 883 Iron. Stunning bike right off the bat. You can see that this thing is very clean. It's sinister looking. It's all in that black denim. Very, very minimal on the shiny bits. The frame, the air cleaner, the belt guard, the rear subframe here, the mounts. I mean, like little touches of gloss against that matte black denim. Just a good looking bike. So as we get into this, you're going to see very clean, as it should be, because it's super low mileage. But paint wise, there is really not much to speak of in terms of any kind of a blemish. You can see wheels are in great shape. Forks. I mean, there's really nothing to speak of as far as any kind of pitting or stone chips. Pretty straightforward looking machine. So you can kind of tell right away that this thing is, I mean, it's not brand new, but it's not far off from that either. Has the matte coating on the exhaust. Now this is a stock exhaust. This also has an aftermarket. These are Harley bags. They're an aftermarket bag. These just sort of sit over top of the rear fender. And there are bag guards there that you can attach them to. These are definitely helpful if you're traveling, commuting. You can see the belt there, pulley, super clean wheel, fender. Now this is a super plush seat for you and a passenger. So if you're taking those rides out in the twisties with a friend, they're gonna have a place to sit. You have your passenger pegs right there. These bikes are a 5-speed. It's just a good looking machine. Good, sinister, aggressive looking machine. And these 883s are fun to hustle through some twisties. Look how clean all this stuff is. Well, it should be for a 2020 that was hardly ridden. Even down on the frame rails you can see it. Nice, clean bike. So these are definitely everyday bikes, everyday riders. Jump on, thumb the starter, leisurely get going down the road. Very enjoyable to ride. They have enough power, but at some point you probably go up to the 1200 if you need it. But if you're just a commuter, if you're looking just to kind of, you know, tool around, have some fun, commute to work, I mean, this is a great option. And as far as a gas saver in comparison to your car or truck, this is definitely coming out on top. Controls are basic. Horn, your high beam, low beam, turn signals, which I believe are self-canceling, on, off, hazards, starter, turn signal again over here. Ignition key is down here. 1,209 miles. Not a lot. Barely ridden. That's something you could put down in a couple days. Especially if you're somebody that enjoys riding. Alright, so let's see here. There's your horn. This also lets you toggle through your modes, trip meters and stuff. Okay, so left turn signal. That's left front. You can see that there's the indicator right here up on your little dash readout. Here's left rear. Right rear. And right front. So that, let's see. So this is high beam, that's low beam. High beam and low beam. And if you push down on the button, like that, you can flash. So you can tell somebody that's in front of you that's really slow, get out of my way, I'm coming through. These bikes are relatively short in terms of wheelbase, size, stature. It's easily something that if you needed to get on and just jump on and go ride, that's what you can do. It's super, super friendly. Beginners that want a Harley, this is a great option for you. Especially they're a little bit more nimble. Here's your hazards. You can see that's blinking there. How they're blinking up front. Turn that off. Here we go. We are in neutral. Fires right up. Relatively quiet. Not going to freak out the neighbors. It is all stock. It's fuel injected. Very straightforward bike. Sounds like a Harley. So you can pretty much tell that with the stock exhaust, it's not too loud and obnoxious. But if you wanted to make it like that, you're a set of pipes away. And maybe an EFI tuner of your choice, like a Power Commander or something. An FI 2000 maybe. But any of these Harleys, really any bike, there's a ton of aftermarket stuff out there for them. So it's just a matter of finding out what your tastes are. And let's see, we'll run through these. You have clock, your RPM, your mileage indicator, odometer, and your trip. And if you just hold the button down like I did right there, just hold it down, it'll reset your trip. And let's see, this is the trip B. So you hold it down, and it changes. So good, straightforward little things like that. Super simple. But overall, it is a really, really nice machine. Super clean, super low mileage. And for anyone, like I said, that's looking to get into a Harley, that maybe have a little bit of riding experience, you don't need such a big bike, here you go. It's a great option, and it is super cool looking. Sinister, mean, very aggressive looking Harley. Right down to the gas cap. It's got that brushed aluminum look. So then every one of our bikes gets a 48-point checklist. So you can see there's the battery tender lead. We put a battery tender lead on every bike so that when you get home from a ride, you can plug it right in and keep your battery as healthy as possible. Oil and filter are basic things for us. We're checking things like the charging system. We're just really trying to go through it to make sure that if the bike needs something, it gets it. So that when you get it, you walk out into your garage, you're looking at that, big smile, excited for the ride. You don't want to think about anything but thumbing the starter, kicking it over, and get going down the road. That's all you really want to do, is just enjoy the ride. And we do our best to make sure that that is going to be the case. So the checklist that these guys do is paramount to anything else. We really try to make sure that, like I said, when you get it, the bike is as close to 100% as we can make it. Now this one's not hard because it's a 2020. It's hardly been ridden. Super low mileage. So yeah. Beautiful. So if you're digging the 2020 Harley Davidson 883 iron. Give us a call at 717-273-1809. You can see the full list of inventory at www.cyclehunters.com. You can email us at cyclehunters@gmail.com. We have financing options available. We can deliver bikes in some cases, ship them. Really, it just kind of comes down to what is it that we need to do in order to accommodate you so that gorgeous iron can greet you when you're ready to go ride. That's what it's all about. Getting those miles of smiles. This one is definitely going to be putting smiles on your face. Just a good looking bike. I love bikes, period. 2 wheels and a motor. There's so many different ways that can be accomplished. And that's one of the most exciting, fun things for me, because there's so many different ways to do it. But it's really essentially 2 wheels and a motor. So check them all out. So until the next ride, happy riding.